What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel Reclaiming Our Identity.
It's been a minute. I was gonna say it's been a while.
It's been a
Hello,
while,
everyone.
and you guys are probably wondering where have we been. We're still trying our best to gallivant back and forth to the continent, and we're gonna get to that in a moment. We'll get to that in a moment.
Yeah.
Uh,
There are some who may be new. So welcome. Hello. We're glad that you clicked on the link and you found Reclaiming Our Identity. But there's some who've been with us for a long time. Some of
for a
you
long time.
have seen our journey from the very beginning when we were sitting on the couch having conversations
Hmm.
about whether or not to move to Africa, and if we were to do so, where would that
Where would
be?
we go?
So, I mean,
Yes,
and that started back in 2021.
2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so some of you guys were with us when we first started this journey in 2021 when we went to Tanzania, and that was an experience. That was an experience. We went in the midst of COVID. There was a lot going on.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
Yeah,
it was a rewarding trip.
it was.
We learned a lot. Of course, it was our first ever family trip to the continent. So traveling with
Hmm.
our children taught us some things. Of course, there's a lot to navigate with regard to that and keeping them in mind and their safety and their well-being and whether or not they'll enjoy it and finding things that can entertain them. And then, of course, just the challenges and the complexities of travel, long
Hmm.
distance travel with children with long layovers and long flights and everything. So there's that. And you heard about that story if you've seen our videos, because we did definitely vlog about that trip.
Going to Zanzibar and the children getting to experience, all of us getting to experience, was it Stone Town?
Yes.
Um,
And Prison Island.
Prison, was it Prison Island?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember if it
Yeah.
was Prison Island. Yeah,
That's
so
where the tortoises are.
okay, yeah.
Hmm.
So Tanzania, and then that was in March of 2021. And then you guys were with us in November 2021 when we went to the wonderful, beautiful country of Ghana.
Hmm.
And that was an awesome experience as
It was.
well.
Enjoyed
That was
that.
just us two.
Hmm.
And we, of course, went to uh,
Elmina
Elmina
Castle.
Castle, Cape
Yes.
Coast,
Yes. Yes.
and
That was amazing.
some
It was
good
nice.
food.
Yeah. We
Hmm.
got, we got out of the city. We did not just stay in Accra. We know some people travel to
Hmm.
Ghana and that pretty much takes up their time. And, I'm sure that you don't go that far and not go to one of the slave castles. So, but some people I know they just want to go and they want to enjoy the city life. And across, so we got to get out and about and around in Ghana a little bit, and experience the culture and the people there and the landscape, and that was nice.
And
And then
beautiful.
we
I mean, culture was just beautiful there in Ghana.
food good.
Yes. And then we traveled to we knew that we were not going to relocate to Tanzania or Ghana. Then we went in 2022, March of 2022, to Rwanda. We, as a matter of fact, when we went to Rwanda, when we visited Rwanda, we really kind of just we went, and that one, it was not just a reconnaissance trip, but we were actually looking at schools and houses and things like that.
Hmm.
And we ended up making the decision to move to Rwanda. So we came back home, and in July of 2022, we resigned our jobs, moved in August of 2022. And for those of you who have been with us, and you watch those Rwanda vlogs, yeah, we
Yeah.
had some experiences there. It was awesome, awesome. But we had some interesting experiences. If you guys are new to the channel, please go back
Yeah.
and look at some of those vlogs from Rwanda.
Yeah.
It's
And just in general, because we're skipping a lot. There's a lot that's
There's a
happened.
lot.
From the beginning conversations to the trip to Tanzania to Ghana and how we ended up with Rwanda. So yes, if you have an opportunity, go back to the channel and look, and you'll see why we're looking at each other that way and fill in some of the gaps. But we say that all to say that our desire for Africa, our affinity to Africa, our intrigue and our interest in traveling to the continent and looking at lifestyle there didn't just start yesterday. This is not new for us
Right.
by
As
any
a matter of
means.
fact, we were in Kenya in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that was the first time you and I went to the continent together.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Ghana in 2008. So 2008,
Mm-hmm.
then 2018.
And in those years, there was no interest in relocating
Moving to the
there. That
continent,
was
right.
for us. It was a matter of, it just hit us one day. Like, people travel to, we've been to Hawaii and we've been to Costa Rica and we've been to Mexico. Why are we not touring our
hmm
our land of heritage? Like, why aren't we taking our Black dollars and enhancing their tourism industry? Why is that not even a thing? Why aren't we having these conversations in our friend circles and with our
hmm
family? When you talk about girls trips and guy trips and family reunions, so many other names are floated. So as we talked about how all of these other locations are typically marketed to us so that we have interest in to travel, but nobody was talking about going to Africa. So we just decided one day to look up um, trips to
Trips to
Africa.
Africa,
I think
yeah.
it was just least expensive flight to Africa. And then it just so happened that Kenya came up on the radar with regard to a flight and the cost. And we were like, oh, we
We can
could do
go to
that.
Africa for this cheap. We didn't know, and so it just came up. And so we, of course, so we go to Ghana, go to Kenya, Tanzania, Ghana again, Rwanda, move to Rwanda, and then those of you all who've been with us, as I said, you watch as we go through this whole journey in Rwanda, and then we ended up coming back. The Most High told us to close the doors. He closed the doors, and we end up having to come back. And one thing that was interesting as we had experience, especially coming back. As a matter of fact, when we got back in 2023, June of 2023, and the following year, I felt like the Most High was saying, I want you to check out South Africa. And so the next year, 2024, I went to South Africa with my mother because my wife was just starting work, so she couldn't get off of work. So we go to South Africa, and I loved it. I loved it. So I come back. So, okay, in November, took the wife. We went so that she can experience it. And it was, it was a wonderful experience. Wonderful experience. And then last year, 2025, I went with my uncle. And in the midst of all of these times that we were going, people were saying basically what?
Why you keep going to Africa? Y'all moving back to Africa? How is it you all can go to Africa so often? I want to go. I'd love to go to Africa. That's been on my bucket list for years. Or my mom wanted to go to Africa, or my uncle has been talking about going to Africa. We heard a lot of interest in traveling to Africa. So, and it didn't just happen as far as us wanting to bring people along. The reason why we started reclaiming our identity, it was because we wanted to pique people's interest in
bring them
considering
along,
Africa
right.
for tourism first. It was
Mhm.
to travel there, and then yes, to just
No,
bring
as a
the
matter of
journey
fact,
along
the
with us.
first time it was really for people to move because we were moving, and so we wanted people to see that was an option. And so I think that helps to kind of get an understanding that as we were going and those different times, and people were always, like you said, people are saying, we want to go, we want to experience, and we also wanted to break the narrative. And so we began to think, I guess it was last year, that you know, there's so many people who want to do this. And that brings us to, our announcement. Uh, the announcement that we have is that we are launching, uh, Reclaiming Our Identity
It's
Travel.
launched, honey. It is launched.
It is launched. Yes, Reclaiming Our Identity Travel, where we curate group trips to South Africa that are designed to help you experience the culture, the history, the people, and the beauty of the continent,
That's
the
right.
beauty of the country. And and the thing is, we're doing it at a rate that is
Would be considered affordable. It's not luxury travel. So, but here's the thing. You think about in the tourism industry, luxury travel, which would start mostly for most trips or tours, start at least $4,500, right? You're going to
typically
start
about
around
about
$4,000
four
or
thousand
something,
dollars, not including the flight, of
not
course.
including flight, and you're staying in 4-star, 5-star hotels, going to Michelin restaurants. This is what you think with luxury travel, and you're staying in some of the top areas of towns in the cities that you're going, some of the upper echelon areas and regions. And you think, for the average person who wants to do these things, you think that is out of reach.
All right.
But with Reclaiming Our Identity Travel, we wanted everybody who wanted to be able to afford traveling to South Africa and experiencing what would be considered luxury or higher end comfort travel at an affordable cost. And the beauty of it is, because you're traveling to South Africa, you're getting higher quality things at a lower cost, because just in general, by nature of the strength of the US dollar, you are able to travel to South Africa, eat in really nice restaurants, stay in very nice lodging, get sound, comfortable, clean, reliable transportation at a fraction of the cost of what you would for some other tourist groups and trips. Yes,
Right.
It can be done. It is within your reach. We want to make sure that you are able to do it. We want you to come along with us.
And so we intentionally want to not just change the narrative of South Africa and the continent, but we want to do it, like you said, at an affordable price. We want to make it so, okay, it's not just, we want you to come, because we can price it at the same price that typically everybody else is doing. But we want to make it affordable so that everybody can have an opportunity to come. And so we have payment plans, we have a firm, you can pay in full, whatever you want to do. We want to make that option available for you. So if you are interested in going on now this is the thing. This is the launch. This is our first in October of 2026. This is our first group trip. This is a group tour. This is not individual tours. These are group tours. You're going with a group of people, and it's not a large group of people. We're going with an intentionally small group of people because we want this thing to be personal. We want it to be personal. And so we already have some individuals who are booked, signed up, ready to go. And so if you are one of those individuals who would like to travel with Reclaiming Our Identity on our first tour to South Africa, the inaugural tour, then you go to our website, reclaimingouridentitytravel.com. You book with us. Like I said, it's going to be a small, less than 20 people, which means that
only a few spots available.
So if you are interested in going on this first trip, then please go to our website, reclaimingouridentitytravel.com.
Come on, get in there so you can go.
Yes, and we will See you in South Africa.